Hey everybody, you're watching the Christiana321. I'm the Christiana, and today is Vlogmas Day 11. We're doing a video. It will probably be up before midnight. So I've just been feeling real bad lately. I don't know, maybe it's seasonal affective disorder or whatever. I don't know. I'm just not in it. But I do want to keep doing Vlogmas. And so some of them just are going to be low effort. I'm going to try and I've got some ideas. So hopefully I'll get the energy ahead of time. I did get ahead of schedule at the beginning. I was a week ahead. How am I already like making videos the day of? This is a mistake. Anyway, we'll get ahead again, maybe, or at least on schedule. So, hey Fortune. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I every year do some variation of resolutions, New Year's resolutions. Sometimes it's habits I want to do, sometimes it's goals for the year. So this is the arts and crafts priority board that I made last year. We'll go through it another day, maybe at the end of the month, to see where I am with everything. But I thought I'd show you my whatevers that I've made for next year. Having this physical representation of my goals actually was really helpful for me. So it didn't come out of sight, out of mind. I was able to check in with it every quarter. I don't know if I'll still do quarterly check-ins next year, but without further ado, my goals for 2024. I did not film the making of these because honestly, it is pretty boring. So for each of the priorities, goals, resolutions, whatever for next year, I made a little calendar. Let's see if I can hold it back far enough. So across the top are the months, down the side are the days. Oh, I blocked off, so it goes down to 31, and so on February, it's only going to 29 this year. So this one I marked it off, and one of the other ones I did, but I haven't marked it off on the last one yet. So I'll get to that. Anyway, so I want to try and do the I forget, it's called something where you try and get on a streak and get the best streak, but basically you mark off every box as you do it. So this one, read 30 minutes every day. I'm excited. I've been doing better with this, and I haven't decided if I'm going to count audiobooks. I think I'm gonna have to. Yeah, we'll count audiobooks, but the goal is for it to be physical books, but if I have to, audiobooks will be acceptable. Number 2 is study or write. It says and write, but I didn't have had limited stickers. So sometime in February, I'm taking the FE exam, which, I guess that's spoilers for the 2023 board. So up until the exam, it's going to be studying for 30 minutes every day. After that, it's going to be writing for 30 minutes every day. And who knows, by the end of 2024, maybe I'll have a novel. And that includes writing activities, so it doesn't all have to be going towards a specific project. Although, I do have a goal of finishing the novel. Everybody says your first novel is terrible, so nobody will ever see that one. But I gotta get the first one out of the way so that I can write good ones, maybe. Or figure out I hate writing novels, and that will be the only one ever. But so other writing activities like editing will also count. Or if I do get through the first novel and a second novel, sending it out to try and get an agent or whatever. It's way putting the cart before the horse. But so just any activities that go along with writing would go there as well. But like I said, for the first month and a half-ish, it will be studying for half an hour a day. And then who knows, maybe I won't pass the FE and I'll need to do some more studying. Or, so the way that the, thanks Fortune, the way that the engineering professional licenses work, you take the fundamentals of engineering exam, you get some experience, you get some recommendations, depends a little bit on the state what all you gotta do, and then you take the professional engineering exam. However, I already have a lot of experience, so I should be able to, and I still haven't verified this, I need to verify this, but I should be able to take the FE and then basically immediately the PE. So if I decide that that's the path I want to go down, I will also be studying for the PE. I'm doing great. Don't you think, Fortune? She's sitting right off camera. She's so cute. Yeah, that was a good yawn. That was a big yawn. All right, and last but not least, steps. This is the one that I still need to mark off on the bottom. So I'm a little bit stealing this one from boyfriend John. He did this one this year. He did it a little bit differently, but essentially it's the same thing of trying to get 10,000 steps every day. I don't know if he plans on continuing to try and get 10,000 steps. I should have checked with him, because then like we could do it together and it would be easier. I should have checked with him. Anyway, so yeah, basically getting 10,000 steps a day. I've tried variations of this goal in the past, and what I've decided doesn't work for me is letting myself do averages. So if I say, okay, well, for the week, I'm going to average 10,000 a day, so I just have to get 70,000 in the week. Then that lets me, like, if I front loaded my week, so like Sunday I got 20,000, Monday I got 15, like, and that way it would be fine, but that's not how my brain works. My brain says, okay, I just need 70,000 in a week. Well, I'll get like a few today, a few tomorrow, and then I'll just do the rest of them on Saturday. But then it ends up being like a ridiculous amount of steps for somebody who is not like somebody who gets a lot of steps to do. So we're just gonna go for 10,000 a day, and if I miss a day, then we'll start fresh the next day. But the goal is to do as much as possible. I am a person who firmly believes that you don't need to wait for a specific day to start on your goals. So for all of these, I'm starting now to try and do each of these, but I'm not tracking it until starting January 1st. And I'm going to hang these up in the office here so that I've got a visual reminder every day. Oh, hey, you've been sitting at your desk for 8 hours. Go get some dang steps. It is really difficult the beginning of the year and the end of the year to get steps because I live in Wisconsin and it is freaking cold outside. But we'll figure out a way. I'll have to get better at dressing warmly because as it stands right now, anytime I have to go outside when it's cold, it's usually just to walk from a building to the car, or from the car to a building, so I can get away with being less warm in my clothes. If that makes sense. I don't know, you guys. But what would you like me to ramble about later on in Vlogmas? Because I am sure that there will be more just rambly days. I'm not sure if I finish out my priorities before then. I should be able to do the priority board before the end of the month. Because really, the only one that I won't be done with, I think, is going to the gym 4 times and doing the FE, because like I said, doing that in February now. But we can make progress towards the FE, like doing a practice exam before the end of the month. I should do that for sure, even without the board. Even if I do the board video ahead of time. All right. So let's. Oh my god, I'm very sleepy. I was gonna fill you in on one of the books that I read this month, but we'll do that in the priority video, whenever that's going live. Happy Vlogmas. Have you started thinking about your resolutions for next year? I'm really interested. I know some of you guys, I'm not always the best at replying to comments. I try to reply to almost all of them, but sometimes I don't, and that I don't have an excuse. Maybe that should be another goal for next year, is replying to every comment. Because I did have a secret goal of where I wanted this channel to grow to, and we did have significant growth, so I'm excited about that, but did not get there. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so some of you guys, whenever I do my quarterly check-ins, have been replying with your quarterly check-ins for your goals. So if you want to, leave your goals for next year, for 2024, down below, so that whenever we do our check-ins, I don't know how frequently they'll be, but next year when we're doing check-ins, we can go back to this video and you guys can see what your goals were. It's perfectly fine for your goals to change throughout the year if different things happen, if different, like at the beginning of this year, I did not know I was going to buy a house. I did not know I was going to move. So that definitely affected a couple of my priorities. I'm getting so distracted. I'm very tired. It feels super late. It's not even 5 o'clock. It's 4:45. Leave your resolutions down below, or if you're just like starting to think about it, you haven't set them yet. What categories are you thinking? So you're like, I've got some fitness, I've got some personal stuff, one that's kind of career related. I think it's good to have a few in different categories. Plus also, if your specific goal changes throughout the year, you can keep the same categories, but just give different definition to what you are wanting from each of those categories. Like my going to the gym thing has evolved just throughout this year, to just being like working out, or if I got like 20,000 steps in a day, I counted that as going to the gym, which, you know, was a stretch. And now I've got a gym membership that I'm going to semi-regularly, so it's totally fine for goals and how you're reaching those goals and all of that to change throughout the year. Like I said, January 1st is an arbitrary starting point. We're constantly looking at our lives and where we can improve. Some of these stickers are not sticking very well. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. All right, good night, sweet dreams, and I will see you tomorrow.